So before we get into what's next for Animal Crossing, this is your 5-day warning before the Nintendo eShop shuts down on the Nintendo 3DS and Wii U family of consoles, and we lose access to a bunch of Animal Crossing content, probably forever. March 27th is the final day you'll be able to purchase and download Animal Crossing Wild World on the Wii U Virtual Console, digital versions of Animal Crossing New Leaf, Welcome Amiibo and Happy Home Designer, and of course the Animal Crossing clock, calculator and photos with Animal Crossing applications on the 3DS. After this date, the eShop will be shut down and these games will be removed from sale. So if you think you'll ever want to own them or play them, get them now. Now with that out of the way, we're jumping into the future of Animal Crossing New Horizons and the franchise in general and discussing what's next. Now believe it or not, Animal Crossing New Horizons has just celebrated its 3rd anniversary. The Nintendo Switch title launched over 3 years ago now, which is just insane. So today we're taking a look at the timeline of Animal Crossing and highlighting when we can expect to see something new for the franchise. Now, as you can see, Animal Crossing started out on the N64 back in 2001 and has seen steady releases with each generation since then. 4 years after its debut, Animal Crossing Wild World released on the Nintendo DS. 3 years later, Animal Crossing City Folk came to the Nintendo Wii, which we're currently playing over on my Let's Play channel, by the way. 4 years after that, Animal Crossing New Leaf released on the 3DS, and a whopping 8 years after that, New Horizons launched on the Nintendo Switch. Now, if we focus on the mainline releases and ignoring regional localizations, we typically see a new Animal Crossing game every 4 years. This was the case until the New Leaf era, which saw an 8-year-long wait until New Horizons finally released. So does that mean we will have to wait another 8 years and not see a new game until 2028? Probably not. The 8-year gap between Animal Crossing New Leaf and New Horizons was a strange time for Nintendo and Animal Crossing, so we can't get a clear picture of how Nintendo handles Animal Crossing releases without including these spin-offs and expansions. 3 years after New Leaf launched, Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer released on 3DS, marking our first Animal Crossing spin-off. 1 year later, New Leaf saw a huge update or a DLC expansion for free, which kind of modernized New Leaf and kickstarted the game again for another 4 years. And finally, 1 year after that, Nintendo released Animal Crossing Pocket Camp on mobile, which incredibly is still being updated even now, almost 6 years later. Interestingly, Pocket Camp is looking like it will be the longest running Animal Crossing game out of them all. Anyway, we should probably include Happy Home Paradise, which of course released in 2021, 1 year after New Horizons launched. So if we take another look at Animal Crossing's timeline, we can see the 8-year-long gap between the last 2 mainline games isn't that bad, as we saw 3 spin-offs right in the middle. And to be honest, this was likely because the Wii U era was a bit of a failure for Nintendo and they were really pushing Amiibo at the time, so it made sense to drop spin-offs. Anyway, with a more accurate timeline, we can see we tend to get a new Animal Crossing game every 3 or 4 years. Whether it's a new mainline on a new generation console or a spin-off to fill a void on the current generation in between games. So what does this mean for Animal Crossing? Well, given just how long it took Nintendo to make New Horizons along with the delays it saw, and Nintendo recently confirming they're happy with how Switch sales are performing, kind of squashing Switch 2 rumours, I doubt a new mainline game is coming anytime soon. However, with now a 3-year gap, and by the holidays at the end of the year nearly a 4-year gap since New Horizons launched, the timing is perfect for Nintendo to consider filling that void with an Animal Crossing spin-off. I don't know whether we'll see anything in time for the holidays, as they'll have plenty of games to push by then, but we will almost certainly see something in 2024. It fits with a 20-year timeline and makes sense until a new generation Switch Switch is released. But what would it be? Well, it's worth considering what New Horizons is lacking and what Nintendo could do to remedy that. And that is of course mini-games or a more exciting multiplayer experience. If I had to guess, and of course this is pure speculation, it's possible we could see some kind of TORTIMER's Island, which for those that don't know is an online tropical island in New Leaf where everyone can visit and play a wide range of minigames with friends or random players online. But it could just as easily be a Pocket Camp port, an Animal Crossing fashion creator and clothes designer, or even a remaster of a retro version of Animal Crossing, given we're losing so much when the eShop shuts down. But whatever it is, there's a really good chance the next Animal Crossing game will be a spin-off and we'll see it at some point next year. And who knows, maybe we'll see some kind of announcement in time for the holidays. So there we have it, the next game will probably be a spin-off sometime in the next year or so. Be sure to let me know what kind of Animal Crossing game you would like to see next in the comments below. Thank you so much to the patrons and channel members for supporting this content, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.